everyone, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Rise Forge or Greatswords. We have some thunder calves there, no, fire calves, and I just wanted to show that off. It's a neat little area you can go to. I did use that for one of the previous things, and I might even use it for some challenge runs. If you do actually have any ideas for challenge runs or alternate ways you would like to see me play, maybe Generations Ultimate or Rise / Sunbreak technically, do comment down below. The super Patreons are Smazza Bazza and Brady Burns, as well as Ballywash, who's a regular Patreon but still loved. There's also Saya the Jin, but you know, they're still cool. So in this episode we're going to switch up to the leather armor set, just to get that diversity in like thumbnails, which I still really want to make sure I do in this series a lot. We'll keep our Palamute and Palico the same at the moment because I don't really see that there's much difference. When I was hunting the Jaguars for the Hunter set, I did figure out that's how you get piercing claws. So we are now able to forge this one, which we will just equip. And then the other thing is that there's the Tritranodon that we need to kill again. The Lagombi we need to kill again. Yeah, that one. And then I think the Baggy. I pronounce things really weird sometimes. Yeah, Baggy for that. But also, is there not also a regular Baggy tree for this weapon? I guess there isn't. So we still need the Baggy. We should be able to easily get those, you know, like whatever, 2+ claws or whatever, and stuff like that. I love that chrome shimmer effect that's on that, you know, weapon. One thing it's I think I might introduce the videos like this from now on. I might, you know, do one a week, or I don't even know, like, you know, I'll talk about how much time I put in the series. Whoops, wrong button. I guess that's actually easier than using the melting pot, so who knows.
These are the available
But yeah, so the one thing I like really am thinking about is like, oh, like what should I do for whatever. I think for this one we'll do Khezu, because I think Khezu is better than Buggy at the moment. We still need to do Buggy, and I do typically like taking on all the quests. However, for these ones I think I really want to just focus on making sure that we're always doing quests that are based around the gear that we want to forge, because that does better. That's just better for us. We still don't have the extra thing. I keep thinking about my no forging run, where I'm like, okay, so maybe I should do that switch axe thing, because I might try to use the switch axe. That's like still a really big thing. I've written part of the script for that. I've kind of lost a bit of motivation for it, getting into high rank, because that's where it really starts becoming monotonous. But yeah, so I'll see you after this loading screen.
ready to go.
Okie dokie. I sometimes forget that my mic is not on, and I just speak into it, and I'm just like, yeah, cool, let's go do this now. And then I like look at myself for 2 seconds, like mentally, and I'm just like, wait a minute. Because I look at my, when I say look at myself, I mean like look at the audio recording, because that's, you know, that's like the you know, sound wave version of myself, because obviously that's what's being recorded. We actually need a Ramonbra hide again. We need too much of this shit. I think in the previous episode even I actually talked about how I think we got like 6 pieces of Ramonbra hide plus. So yeah, it might have been off-screen grinding for these outfits though. I hate Ramonbra. That's so fucking irritating to actually hunt, because they're just like, they never come out of the sky, and when they do, it's like only when something else dies. Okay, well that will help a lot now. I like the design though. I like the idea of like a birdie, like a bird-esque type thing that's like like a flying lizard. I like the idea of like a flying lizard monster. But it's kind of like, it's like also just like a regular monster as well. Though I think that also makes it really cool. One thing I was thinking about, oh, strip tide, of course, it's strip tide. It would be super sick if we got Giganox in this game. If you don't know, Giganox is one of my absolute favorite monsters. I've never fought him before, because he's exclusive to Try, pretty much. Did that Ramonbra like fucking go to the back rooms or whatever they're called? What the fuck? Huh. Okay, game, you do you. We still need to actually, oh hey, the Atkinson. We still need to actually do our proper loadout for this one, which just means getting the, good old, Puppet Spider. Man, there's so many things you forget once you start playing, Rise versus Sunbreak. Like, Sunbreak just has, like, all these, like, big mechanics and stuff in them. Like, you know, the A buttons, like this move here, you can replace, and I actually will easily replace it. Because what it gets replaced with is just, like, exactly what I would want in a Greatsword. Like, see what I mean? Like, you have to, like, really, like, work with this weapon. It's also, like, a game of the street game with the 3 cups. I think originally it was used with aces, or cards, like in general it was just cards. Okay, there we go. Cool.
What have
Gimme.
here?
Strip hide again. However, these guys will come down. If I were to play like old school Monster Hunter, it would just be charge attack. Because that's what that game used to be. Like, Greatsword used to be charge attack with this. Like that. That was Greatsword. Except for it was a bit slower, I feel like. It might just be that, you know, I'm used to, you know, the HD version where like everything just looks better, so like in my head I visualize it going faster. But I don't think I would do that because I play a lot of retro games, whether they just be from like the 2000s or whether they be like Game Boy Advance, which is also 2000s. But like, you know, Game Boy Color games, I play like a lot of those, mainly like the Zelda games. I want to be on the free ones. Oh, actually, I do actually want to take a picture of Khezu. Oh, do I want to do buggy? That's like the question, really. Because like I could do both. By the way, I think we'll have a look-see. I think one thing I would love to see from the people down below in the comment section and stuff, I would love to see people actually like. I think it's just because I want to have like, you know, more fan reaction to just, you know, general stuff. I know a lot of people don't really watch this series, which does really suck to me considering I love and I put like a lot of effort into just the time I put into this effort. This time. My brain, god damn. It's what happens when you wake up in the morning and you're like, let's go do like a 4-hour recording session of Monster Hunter Rise. But it's just so much fun playing this game and doing this, where it's just like I'm playing normally. I'm only playing one weapon, however, but it's just like, you know, it's a romp through a game that I actually really enjoy, and then just making easy. Like fun, like easy to watch, fun to do content where it's like, yeah, it's like, you know, grinding podcast where, you know, I play a game and I, you know, sometimes do some really cool stuff like with the Zenoga, and I just talk about, you know, Monster Hunter. One thing I learned about today was, I was looking at this video that someone made, it was published 12 days ago, and it was all about like Monster Hunter collaborations and such. And there's so many really good collaborations. I remember looking at them in Generations Ultimate or Cross, And in that game, they're fucking, because they're also based on the old ones. So there's no like Attack on Titan crossover. By the way, that happened. But like, there's so many of them where it's like, you know, Metroid and Breath of the Wild and all these super sick things that you just wish we could have in this game. But for some reason, I don't know what it is, that exactly has, you know, us not be able to do it. I think it's just the copyright law. I think because this game does come to an American audience, and like, you know, a Western audience in general, like they have to go through the copyright holders of the American branches of the things. That it's just way harder to get the copyright done for you know, multiple properties, where it's like, oh, Universal Studios Japan has to also go through Universal Studios regular, or something like that. But the thing about it though is, like, if these people allow the shitty movies that they make, where it's like the shitty Resident Evil movies and stuff, to be made, and like they're like, oh no, it's actually a really good endeavor for us, then why don't they just allow fucking like Monster Hunter shit? Like, there was literally Monster Hunter World collaboration with the Monster Hunter movie, even though that movie was like dreadfully awful. So like, I don't understand why it's like, you know, it's just like really disappointing, because you see all the really fucking like Miku, even though that's like a bit older now. One thing that's actually kind of crazy is there's gonna be a time where people don't actually know who the fuck Miku is. And that's just gonna be like, you know, that they're probably born white. They're probably born probably 3 years ago. I think anyone born 3 years ago is probably not gonna know who the fuck Miku is at all. Like the best they'll understand is like animations, where it's like, you know, Genshin Impact animations and stuff like that that use the Miku engine. Like, that's the best people are gonna know of her. Which is crazy, considering it's such a, you know, such a big thing for anime, and also just like Japanese media in general. Because you gotta also remember that like Miku could be just like a general, like, oh, we want to promote this thing, could we have Miku have a song about it? And then that's like, you know, part of what Vocaloid was. And you can see that nowadays with HoloLive, where HoloLive has a lot of that too, where it's like, you know, they could easily have HoloLive, you know, be sponsored by whatever thing. And then that would be like, you know, some big, you know, collaboration event. That was unique that we didn't battle. I like how our dog like just has these moments where it's like, well, I guess Smaz, but it's not Smaz. Smaz would be way more useful. He would be using a bow. I reused the bow for my challenge, and I've gotten so rusty. Like, I'm good at the shooting and all that stuff, because that's like brain dead. But it's just like forgetting what your things do, like how to activate aerial aim and stuff. But one thing that sucks is I don't think you get aerial aim in no forging runs. So in my opinion, the bow is basically unplayable, because the best part of the bow, in my opinion, other than just, you know, having like, you know, the fun positioning and being able to, like, right now you'd be able to kind of fuck all over Khezu by just hitting him. You lose all of that stuff. You keep all of that stuff rather. But like, you lose so much fun, like aerial aim, and the new move as well that they added, where it's like, you know, you can actually sever tails and shit like that. I wish I had that when I was like really maining bow. Like, that's what, like, Sunbreak added so much stuff to the game that just, it's so good to see, and I love this combat system. So it's gonna be really sad to me when, like, we leave Sunbreak and, like, they're making a Monster Hunter 6 or whatever. It's gonna be on, like, the PS5 and whatever the new Xbox is called, because they don't follow anything. It's gonna be so weird. Oh, I'm still on, using my weapon. Okay, we'll sharpen. Man, I love Rise so much. Like, I got into this series with Monster Hunter World, and I played Dual Blades for a little bit. I got to the Puke, I beat the Puke, and then I was kind of like, yeah, maybe I'll play that later, and I never played it again. That was like my entire... Ooh, this could get us a good dropped material, actually. Can we seriously get no dropped material from that? Suddenly it's getting fucking destroyed. It's really like being patient. One thing I found out is bitter bugs are actually fucking extremely useful. Because bitter bugs are what makes max potions and ancient potions. Which, although, you know, these potions, like the regular potions, are really useful, you can kind of just buy them. You can't really buy the other potions as much. Ooh, grab. Oh, it's pale extract. The thing about it is, like, pale extract's still kind of useful. We want lantern bug. Oh, there is a Lagombi, but like, it's probably not beneficial now to go for the Lagombi. Because monsters at high rank can disappear. If he doesn't scream... Yeah, that's worth it. There we go, there's the more. Like, so Giganox, for people who don't know. Giganox is like a variant, or like a sibling child to the Khezu, introduced in Tri. And basically it's poison. It's like, its main attribute is like poison. And basically it's Goma from Ocarina of Time. It allows you to simply, basically the main idea of Giganox is it has a theme, it has eyes and all of that stuff. But it spawns little children in egg cocoons. Oh my god, actually lock on. Oh my god, we actually really want pelt from Lagombi. So, as much pelt or whatever we could potentially get is really good for us. But there's just a lot of shit to it. I'm trying to think of like where I was then. Oh, Giganox. So like, yeah, so he has like two ends. He's like a centipede kind of wyvern. He just looks really fucking intimidating and great. And it's so sad that he's not in this game at all, or any newer game. I don't even think he's in Generations even. Which is so disappointing. When like the game is meant to be like the big celebration of Monster Hunter, but it doesn't even have like all the monsters. Because it makes it feel a little bit more like we could, like, it's still a massive achievement, and there's still so much awesome, so many awesome things with that game. It's just sad because like, it's like the, you know, I would have loved to have seen a game that kind of had every single monster in it. But anyway, we're now done with Khezu. That was the largest Khezu. That's the largest dick dragon that we've seen in a while, apparently. Thank you. I'll take that, and then we will just simply whetstone. It feels like you get 15 seconds actually when you do a capture. So hopefully we'll get like a thunder sack and probably the bones that we obviously need. We need to battle some more herbivore monsters. I don't know if Arzuris is one. Like, it's kind of hard to see herbivore monsters really. Because so many like big monsters attack, you know, and eat other things. So we've got a thunder sack, we've got some suspicious fangs. Pearl hide, which we already had. Actinoson beak. Inferno sack. I don't know how you randomly get a sack out of just punching a bird, but okay. Okay. Ooh. Go home, Greatsword! An urgent quest awaits you! A Giratotus was sighted in the flooded forest. A scout was tracking the beast, but we have lost contact with them. I ask that you dispatch the Giratotus so the search party may recover the missing scout. It is really cool that there are I thought for a second there. that Minoto said disgusting fuckfish. I might edit a like F maybe on that, just so then like other people as well can be like, wait a minute. Oh, man, sometimes I really wish like I was like a male character. But like I just play as female characters way more in games. But like just like there's some like things where it's like the armor, where it's like, oh, like, sometimes like there's really kick-ass armor though. But then sometimes like the female armor just works way better anyway. It's a weird give and take. So we need 1 pale steak, which sounds weirdly good. It sounds like some like weird like way to cook steak. But that would give us a blue sharpness, but then green sharpness. Technically 220 damage weapon.
Powerful equipment is important. You want to look good in battle too, right?
We need an extra thunder sack, but like, you know, we could actually make that. So yet again, that's one that we would have to do.
Good luck out there.
Hunter's notes though. I need to remember not to go so far down now. We need having. So that is the best way to get it is, oh no. That is the bone. It's a 3%, it is a 3% capture reward. So it is literally like just like an actual fucking like, you know, irritating thing. The steak, however, no, the big bone, however, is there. Actually, I'll have a look see again. Like, what was the things we needed exactly for like, the armor? Let's say. Pale bone and pale steak. Now, do we have a pale bone at all? Well, we don't have one, but like if we have one written down, that changes. Yeah, we have a pale bone written down. So I think that it's the 10% for the steak, but it's like the 1% for like a wyvern gem. Because that is the typical drops for like wyvern gems. But yet again, the disgusting fuckfish, I guess. Greatsword, an urgent quest has come in for you. Your target this time is a Geototis, a pristine wyvern that lives in swampy environments. That swampy environment, as you can imagine, is extremely difficult to navigate. You'll be fighting as the fuckfish. Best of luck to you out there, and I ask that you use the bathing facilities when you get back. I will not be helping you. One thing that is cool, it doesn't show that there.
Until next time.
Oh, okay, it wasn't there at all. I thought that she had her heavy bow gun or whatever it is there, like gun lance. That's what it's called, gun lance. So we could do the Geototis right now. But like the thing about the Geototis is it's just like, you know, it does unlock a new weapon for us, but it's also one of those things where it's like I really do want to get all of these done first. Because I feel like those are kind of like the more important things to get done. So I think didn't get the memo done. And then yeah. Also I like how that cat just skewered. Like just like skewered something and it was like, yeah! It's so cool though, when you do, I think we only have done one quest. But it's like, you know that you're at like maybe 23 minutes into the video. But anyway, I'll see you after this load screen. Okie dokie, we are now into the quest. There was a Lagombi. Oh fuck, I didn't check. I don't think we need to battle Lagombi. The other reason why I did this quest is just in case something that we need shows up. The one thing about the armor... Wait, no, the armor we want to actually craft. But the weapon, we only need... we need the gem, but the gem can spawn in a variety of different ways. Almost any weapon that simply is like you know, you like go and, you know, get a gem. There isn't a gem specific to the monster. We won't really grind it until a bit later, because there are points when you're just killing other monsters for other weapons and like maybe armor pieces or, you know, just general things like that, where we will just passively get those gems. Fuck, every time. And then we miss, but like, damn, fucking like 1,000 damage at the start. That would just kill a Greatsword. Like a regular Greatsword. I think Greatsword regular has like only like 1,000 health. Like it has pretty minimal. But it's because, you know, you don't have blue sharpness. I think blue sharpness is a 1.3 times damage boost. And then on top of that, we're charging all the way, which is like another big damage boost. And we have like a 180 base damage weapon. Like it's a lot of fucking like shit. Okay, we do need to heal at this point. What the oh god damn, I hate life. The best we can do is not use that trap and then just hope that he doesn't run into it. I guess, you know what, fuck it, get in the trap. It's just a fuck ton of damage at the end of the day, so I mean, I guess it's fine. Like, you do get like a bunch of damage, and like traps are actually a really good way to start off a hunt with Greatsword, because it just means you, like, you know, with the starting opening play plus maybe 1 or 2 charges, like there's just a lot of things you can do that really do just like force a bunch of shit to happen. But it's just really annoying when it's just like, I didn't want to use that, but I guess at the same time it doesn't matter too much. Yet again, one of the most weird riding ones, where it's like it can either be really useful to you, or it can be really fucking worthless as well.
I'm gonna get you!
Yeah, he's leaving too. We will kill one of them, we'll capture the other one. So, Buggy, Hide, and we got Claw. I think we need 2 claws and 1 Soma sack. So that's pretty decent. We'll mine a little bit, have some funsies. It's weird seeing Icium and being like, oh yeah. I think Icium is like weirdly iconic in my brain, because I remember I tried light bowgun, and I remember the light bowgun you kind of start with so much, because it's like the starting weapon you use. It's like, no, it's just one of the quickest ones you get, and it's like it's like the snipery one where it looks really cool as well. Like, I just remember using that one so much.
Mr. Monster, meet Mr. West.
Mr. Monster, meet Mr. Death. That's what it's more like. We'll just take care of them.
All right, let's see what we have.
We'll carve these guys as well, just in case we can get something else. But yeah, it's kind of crazy when you go from like something like Khezu to Great Buggy, where it's obviously like the Great Buggy is not meant to be that hard of a thing for you to kill.
All right, let's see what
But
we
like
have.
it just like that didn't take like any time, it felt like. I wonder if these are bird wyverns. Probably not. I know like things like Bishotins are.
Whetstone time.
Yeah, I think I think Khezu might drop like a wyvern gem.
I'm gonna get you!
Oh, you're fucking lucky, bro. Like, yeah. The one thing I love is there's a thing called strong arm stance that they give to Greatsword that we'll be getting in Sunbreak. And it's basically a counter that uses your A wire bug, which it does mean you lose absolute power force or whatever it's called. Which is just like the big damage move. Like it charges your greatsword a lot. It's kind of like an old, it's like an old one that you used to get in Generations. But in Generations, it was like a really fast charging slash that would make you look fucking awesome, by the way. That would then charge up your greatsword, so then the next slash you do with it does like a fuck ton more damage. And it was such a cool fucking hit. Like it was one of like my favorite things about using the greatsword in that game. But greatsword in that game just like everything in that game just doesn't feel as good. When you look at like this game or like almost like all of it, like it's just insane to me how much of it is just like, oh okay. Like Gunlance is like unplayable in that game. Like it has this weird exhaust like heat meter that you have to really manage in order to do anything. So it feels like it's just like Lance with the ability to like sometimes do extra things as well. It's really weird. But then there's weapons like you know, dual blades where it's like, oh, like you kind of have like aerial dual blades. You have so many cool versions of dual blades and like, you know, sword and shield and stuff like that. But then you go into some weapon types and it's just like, oh, you have the nothing weapon type. And even though Gunlance in this game is also pretty middling, it's still fun to do. Like, there's nothing about it in, like, you know, like this game, it has stuff going for it. Like, it has, like, the fun mobility, and, like, it's always the engine for creativity with the Monster Hunter team. So it's just sad whenever we get, like, when we get one that just isn't that satisfying. Oh, well, that's gonna actually foil my plans. But it's fine. Oh my god. Constant sleep. It's like me in the past 3 days when I just slept for 24 hours. Yeah, there you go. Just have confidence in your traps, so it'll work out well. Because like most of the time the hitbox of the trap is like pretty big, so it'll oftentimes catch monsters. As long as they're not like gliding over it or like jumping over it, it'll usually just catch them. There we go. We've captured one. We killed one. It's now Tritranodon and Acnosom that we're gonna kind of work on for the rest of this episode. Because Geototus will have that be like a thumbnail. Because that's like an entirely new monster that we haven't even fought before. Yeah, look at all, we got the Coma Sack, we got some of the claws that we needed. Flash bugs, nullberries, sleep herbs for some reason. 2 crests, which are probably for the armor set. There we go, 8 minutes, that's pretty good. There we go. Okay, so let's have a look-see at the things that we can craft now, as well as the buggy armor, because there should be something we can get. I saved you all me sneezing. So this one requires a bird wyvern gem, so that does mean that baggy do actually count towards that, which is good to know. Because that means when I, like, you know, when, like, maybe we'll go and get the Greatsword armor and stuff like that as well.
Looking for something new?
That means that it's less painful. I do like how the Greatsword armor doesn't have anything annoying like that. Upgrade weapon.
What can I help you with?
So we'll have a look-see at what we can do now. Bottom to the top, probably. Oh, Smithy, right, we wanted the Remember hide for this. So,
Leave it to me.
another Greatsword. It's always nice to get some of these more memey ones done. But yeah, so we only needed Pelt for this one. That's actually so cool in my opinion. It means that we can have, like, you know, this weapon again. And also just, like, you know, it's just another weapon. Like, as long as we can get armor sets and weapons really going, it's really good in my opinion. So, Tritranodon Beak, we can actually do that one. I wonder why, this one requires, like, oh, it's so weird to me. Mastercraft being nerfed so hard is so funny to me, though. This one also requires a Bird Wyvern gem, which is going to be kind of annoying. But we can make this one as well. Actually, first, oh, well, no, there's actually, like, no reason.
Leave it to me.
Okay, there we go. So, Khezu Blade. Technically that, because of the but we need herbivores. So this play, at this point, it's basically... did we even battle the Roggy yet? It would have to be there. Maybe not, actually, because... No, it would be in, like... it would be in, like, the Shrine Ruins. So, this one and this one. So, Tritranodon and Khezu. And then just, like, Acnosom are the ones that we're trying to get now. So we'll do, like, maybe 2 more hunts.
I have a special question.
Not that hunt. Okay. It's so sad that we don't get to do any of these ones. Oh, it's a non-needed quest. Okay. Well, we might try to do this one as well then, because we will actually need to do it at some point. And then we can do, like, Tritranodon as well. Yeah, so we'll do this one, we'll do Tritranodon, and that'll be all for this episode, I think. Hopefully we can get, like, a lot of the ingredients for, you know, those sorts. The annoying thing is really gonna be, though, like, the... Which one do I do first? Like, do I make the, I think I make the Acnosom blade first. Like, that's like, it's like the one thing that, like, making a Let's Play on this game is, like, really annoying about. But yeah, I'll see you after this load screen.
Ready to go.
Okie dokie. So, Great Roggy is the aim of the game, but there is a lot of things that we can stake our claim on. So, I think we will get our game on, and we will just go and fuck them up. That will be the only time I rap and or rhyme in this series, so I hope you all enjoyed it. Oh, man. Literally everything here we want to kill. We want Greatsword for his tail, we want Tritranodon for his beak. Like, honestly, we might just, like... It's so annoying that monsters rotate in this mode. I think it's like a good, like, 20 minutes or something. But, like, I think Tritranodon took, like, 20 minutes to kill in the last episode. So, like, it's really one of the... And we're going to be setting up as well on this map. So it's, like, one of those things where it's, like, am I really going to have time for it? And also, I forgot that we didn't grab, things to capture. However, that's fine. If we're battling Greatsword, it doesn't matter as much. One thing I will say I really love the addition of is... wall-based attacks. It is so good to see so many more of them. Because, like, Khezu has had them. Giganox had way more of them. But just, like, the general things like Tobi Kadachi and, like, Greatsword just having general attacks. Kind of, like, super, like, you know... One of them is high-rank exclusive. The Greatsword ones are... high rank exclusive.
Give me all you've got.
My name is Sam Fisher.
You asked
feel like fucking Solid Snake, baby. Cringiest things I could have said, but like, come on, it's fucking... It's Monster Hunter, which actually has collaborated with a Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, which is a game I actually really enjoyed playing on the Metal Gear Solid HD collection for PSP. Oh my god, why do you have to run away like a little sister baby? We're mainly looking for Beak. I don't know if Beak can be like a dropped material or not. Awesome! I love it when my video games don't auto-aim onto the monsters when you're fighting them. So irritating. Like if I really wanted to run over there, I could run and then grab him and then like chuck him in. But like yeah. The good thing about leading him away from his pack, the Greatsword, you gotta get. I hate the angle of like knowing where to charge because it's always so fucking different than you actually think. Like you think, oh, I need it. Like every time I hit that, I'm like, oh, I'm dead on. Like I look at that and I'm like, oh, I'm dead on. But you're not dead on at all. Like you're way off. I love how shit that fucking thing is.
That's my buddy.
Oh, fucking like that is so sad. I think that's like one of the most satisfying things about Greatsword is when you like knock someone out of their animation, and it's just like you just like absolutely do not get to play the game. Oh, I'm fine with that animation, bro. Don't even fucking worry. I love how broken you have to get in the hitboxes. We can't do it for a second time, but that's fine. Oh my god, Smazzabazo actually getting the clutch hit, even though Azuchi did decide to roar. Like, you know, we still could have died. I like how Great Azuchi also has like a signature, like backup, come to me kind of move as well. It's just like a nice extra touch. Damn. I like how as well when you knock out the leader, the other ones kind of feign being knocked down as well to like, you know, like, don't worry boss, like, he got us too, don't worry. It's just like a cute little thing like that where it's like, oh, okay. Because it's like they're a family and such, like, you know, like the tree family apparently. Damn you. Oh, that was a clean hunting edge. I knew that wasn't gonna work as soon as I couldn't fucking aim the move. The only reason why that move is bad is just like, it's good, but it's also bad. It's one of those ones where it's like, it's only good as much as you can actually use it. Okay, so they're ready for the capture. Oh, we actually got hit by that move. Man, honestly, their like sidekicks are the thing that's actually like the most like scary about them. I think in high rank, that extra move that they get, where they're like fucking, they go crazy, and they fucking go onto the wall, like that move actually makes them like way more deadly, because it's so hard to actually understand where they are in an easy 3D space when they do that move. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, that move like elevates them a bit more. Fuck. But that's like the only one that they really easily have. Because otherwise, it's like shit like this, where it's like, oh, I get knocked down in 2 seconds. Well, we got out of there at least. I like how it's a literal meat grinder in there. Okay. We'll just go in here. They can do it to you too. The reflection of savagery, man. Oh, is this gonna be KO? It is. in time with our final loss of Is this all Wyvern tier? Not even like Wyvern tier plus or anything. It's just regular Wyvern tier. So like that's so sad. We got Screamer Sacks, which I don't even think we really need. We just need tails, honestly. Okay.
Let's go. Need to sharpen this thing.
So we do just want to go for the Great Woggy anyway.
I'll get it to work. Trying to get away.
Yep.
Out of here.
If you want to just run away, fam, like, you do you, that's fine. We might try to actually go and kill the Tritranodon, get the beak, in this, because I don't think we might actually have enough time, to have a proper episode where, we do all of that. It might just because, like, you know, I think of the loading times, but I don't add them in. But, like, you know, we're kind of getting to the end of this episode as well. There he is, Big Bungus. We'll have a look-see. I thought that was gonna be the clap move where he just fucking claps you. I love Tritranodon's entire visage. It's so clean. Yeah, okay. Like, he just looks so good. And like his armor set just feels like Monster Hunter to me. Like it's weird that like there is a monster like Tritranodon that, you know, it just feels so Monster Hunter. But then I'm like, oh, but it actually just came out in this game. And it's like, oh, well, at least it means that they still got it. Fucking half of the mobility of Greatsword is what really makes it unfun to play sometimes. Just like the moments where it's like, I want to roll because that's literally the only thing I can do with this weapon to move away from this monster right now. And then it's just like, nope, no roll. Or like, you know what, you'll roll like to the wrong area. Kululaku. There is the beak. So at the end of the day, we could actually get it. And that was a big fucking hit there. Fucking earplugs are so needed in this game. Unless you're using longsword, where earplugs are actually unoptimal because you can just parry it. Oh, well, that's useful.
You do what I say now.
Oh, hey, you just spawned in. Let me give you the opening act. Oh damn, we actually got fucked by the Great Woggy. Okay, there we go. Right, this one, we can't get the beak from drops, which makes sense. Yeah, we want to kill Tritranodon first anyway, because he'll be the hard. We need to kill him first anyway, because like literally that's all we can do. Fucking, I love those fucking huge numbers. It's so satisfying. Like knocking down a monster and then doing like so much damage. It's not funny. Is like one of the best moments. You get so much satisfaction with Greatsword, but it's like you just need to manage that with the movement, because you just don't move with this weapon. It's not as bad as older games where it was literally you do not move with this weapon. But yeah. I think that's like the one thing about old Monster Hunter where it's like obviously it's like, you know, it's kind of maybe more like a realism thing. Like the entire world of Monster Hunter is a pretty goofy thing when you like really think about it. So it's just so weird to me that like there is like kind of realism features in the game. I feel like the game. What the fuck did we just do there? Oh, for frick's sake!
Peace out.
Shatranodon's like, oh, you know what, man? I'm gonna go around the entire fucking map. Then in 2 minutes, I'm gonna disappear. It just feels like the right thing to do, you know? Like, I need to make sure that you want to kill yourself a bit. Where's the Kululaku? There he is. Hopefully, the Kululaku gets his ass kicked. Awesome. That means we can use him for our own gains. Kululaku is actually, he doesn't like inflict anything, but he's like a really quick one. Okay. Like you can just do a lot with him. Like look at that, that was like 5 extra hits of like basically 200 damage. Okay. We've broken more parts though, and as many parts as you break is good. I'm hoping for at least one Azuchi tail. We want to get it just for the armor set because I think it would be way cooler to get way more of the armor sets in general. Because we like, yeah. My lord, why is it that Tritranodon gets hit for like 2 minutes? And it's like, you know what, I need to go on the other side of the map. Like, I don't know what you mean, like, honestly, the other side of the map, we just need to go there. It's like, fuck off, Tritranodon. Like, you don't have to go to literally the other side of the map. You could have just gone to 6 or 10. But no, you have to go to 2 for some fucking reason. Hey, we hit him at the end of the day. I fucking dare you. Fight me, I dare you. I told you. Like, he's a man of his word. He was like, you know what, I will fight you. It seems like a really bad idea, but I'm no coward. And then he got, you know, died. Well, he's not dead yet, but he will be in a minute when he gets turned into frog legs. It's weird to think of, like, you know, the real world, like, foods of the animals that they're based on, and be like, they wouldn't make those foods out of this. Like, frog legs are frog legs because, like, they're, you know, they're, like, they have some meat on them. Why is it everything the French make is, like, either, yeah, okay, or just fucking gross? Like, fucking snails. Like, fucking, don't eat those. Like, I know that they're bred and, like, they're parasite-free and they're fine. It's still fucking gross. Like, there's nothing about them that's like, ah, yes, I want to put this in my mouth. What, do they tomato feed? Like how we, like, you know, we feed our cows to be, bred for, like, you know, eating. Or, like, you know, we have them really ready to be, like, you know, like, they're made to be eaten cows. But that we also make milk from, which is it's like a sad thing, but like at the same time, it's like, you know, we need food too, and humans eat way more than any other thing in the planet. I think like Woggies the great ones as well. They're one of the most annoying monsters to deal with. Just that one move, it's like the only melee move they have other than like generic like bite. So it's the one they always spam the most. So it's like the one you just always see all the time. It's just like, oh, is he gonna do something I can actually, you know, tank through or something? No? Okay, awesome. It always feels like you don't have enough charge time, in comparison to like a lot of other monsters. And like just the hitbox of it is so dumb. I unironically think the hitbox of that move is like 5 times bigger than it needs to be. Yep. It's like impossible to get a good angle on that move. Just immediately heal poison. I wonder if that heals Chameleon's poison as well. That's Venom. I really want to see something like Coal Puke Puke in this game. Like Coal Puke Puke is probably one of my favorite fucking like subspecies they've ever made. I love how much value we've gotten from that fucking catalyst thing. There we go. Ooh, Acnosum, that could actually be ever so useful. I wish I had an on-screen, like I wish that when you tried to do it, it showed the A button, but it didn't like actually do anything. Just so you guys can see, like, I tried to do it for like 5 minutes beforehand, and then finally after 10 years it's like, oh yeah, you wanted to do that?
This is the end of the line for you.
Okay. I knew he was gonna go for him, but like I just was hoping I'd have a bit more time. Wow, has it really been like 10 minutes? Oh my god, fuck off, Voggy. Hate this monster. In my longsword playthrough, which is my playthrough where I'm playing it without forging, literally the Great Voggy was one of the least fun fights because the only melee move he has, other than that tail swipe I guess, is the dash, which I guess you can easily counter, but like it was like one of the first fights I did in my playthrough, so I didn't really have any of like that really good knowledge yet of the weapon as much. Such a small monster that's hard to actually hit him. Okay, he's weak for the capture. I just have to, out of principle, beat the fuck out of this guy. Oh. Like literally, it feels like we should be hitting him with like our body, like when we go and do that move, but it just doesn't do anything. It's like really annoying. I do like how the hunter does say like, oh, it looks like it's gonna hurt when like it goes and does like a bigger move, but it's just I guess it is like the hardest, and which is why like you see the last out of the well, Kululuku and this you see last, and they're the last 2 raptor style monsters in the game. Like that was his DM again. Like that's like it feels like that's like his only like move he has. I really wish they gave him more to do. Oh my god, it's so insufferable. I feel like even the baggy, like the baggy just does more. Like that was like, he just moves too much. I think is the problem. It is constantly moving, and also just like just one move that doesn't really have much of a cooldown. There we go, we've killed him though. Well, that was apparently the smallest we've hunted, so maybe it's like, oh well, you're literally fighting the smallest possible or something. But like, yeah.
Alright, let's see what we have.
It's cool that this is like an older monster though, in comparison to like the newer ones that have come out. I wonder what the first gem we're gonna get is. I really hope we get that Tritranodon beak, because that just means that life is gonna be so much more simple. And then we'll go and carve, not carve, do this. Okay, yep, that's all of them done. Hopefully we can actually make a few really cool weapons. Okay, let's see what we get. It'll be cool to make more armor as well. For the Palico and Palamute and all of that as well. We got a gem! Let's fucking go! And we definitely got the beak as well. So yeah, and we got a great Azuchi tail as well. That's really fucking good. What's this? Azuchi tail, regular. Okay. But yeah, we got the great Azuchi tail. We got one of the toxin sacks. We got some braces. So those are just typically good, I think. But we got the gem, which means that we can make our first one of those. Yeah, that was a really good one. 21 minutes though, Jesus. Okie dokie, we are now actually back. I wish this was my other playthrough. So bad. Like just like being at this point in that playthrough would be like so like, oh man. But no, sadly it's not meant to be. So none of those ones really get done. We don't even know these guys yet. I think this is like Hunter rank 5 and 6 maybe? Is all of the things here, and then like 7 and then beyond is like then the other part of it. But we can make the Tritranodon sword. We could make the Acnosom sword. We can't make this yet because we actually need more toxin sacks, funnily enough. So we will just make this. Look how much goddamn shit we've made in this episode. It's basically just the Khezu. Yeah, I think at this point, like, this is like the things that we would be able to make in Hunter rank 5, I think. Or like, meant to be Hunter rank 5-esque weapons. I don't not know. I like actually don't know what the fuck these two are. If they were like monsters that we fight in like other ranks, we would have them at a higher rank level. Maybe I'll go and have a look, see what they are later, so that I can just understand if we need to make them now or whatever. This I think is a Gyrototus weapon. This I don't know what the fuck it is. It's so cool that we have these two though, because that means we have some really cool element weapons. And then yeah, it's just this weapon now, so we just need another bird wyvern gem. And we need 2 more toxin sacks, so we'll probably go and battle the Roggy again. Hopefully have an oh, we don't even need the oh, well, we need the Acnosom for its armor. One thing that is cool now though is because we have done the Acnosom thing, we can now go and just simply make these two. So we need one more we need to battle the Acnosom a bit more, but I really do want its armor because I think this looks absolutely rad. Such a cool armor. And then when we have like the Acnosom blade as well, which we would use with this, it will look really cool. Next episode we'll definitely go and beat up Gyrototus, and then we'll probably try to get the Acnosom. We'll try to get this Acnosom. It's a hard thing. It's a hard thing.
Thanks.
But I hope you all really enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.
Hey.